Hi, I'm Gabe Johansson, co-owner of Live Nutritious Fitness, and today I'm here with Nate Darnell, research analyst for Diabetes Support Services. The question I had for you was, we provide personal training here at Live. Is hydrogen-rich electrolyzed water something recommended for athletes then? Does it have a benefit to them or to people who are just training heavily?
Well, based on all the research that I've read, I think it has a benefit to everybody, and I think moderation is the key. And before we talk about the athletic side, I'd like to talk about the diabetic side.
Okay.
And because that's my realm of expertise, and just looking at the different options we have for diabetes management. And first and foremost, it's important for everyone to understand that diabetes is a global epidemic, but diabetes is also a gateway disease. And it contributes to accelerated development of cardiovascular disease, osteoporosis, neurological issues, cancer, the list goes on. And so really what a diabetic would encounter is what everybody else would encounter. They just do it a heck of a lot faster.
Yeah.
And they technically don't die from diabetes. They die from collateral damage to all of their peripheral organs through chronic oxidative stress. And this is what hydrogen really suppresses. And of course, with electrolyzed reduced water, hydrogen is the primary component that really suppresses this kind of oxidative fire in the human body. And it's not, I know a lot of physicians have concerns about antioxidants and people taking too many of them. And there's a concern about that too, because we do need oxidative processes happening inside the body for regular function. But it so happens that hydrogen, based on existing research, it's selective. It doesn't disrupt any of those vital oxidative processes that we have to have working. It's very selective. It only suppresses those that seem to be bad or have a negative influence on the body. And with the diabetic population, we know that it increases their insulin sensitivity. So that is a good thing because it reduces the amount of insulin that they need. Does that mean that it cures diabetes? No, not at all. But we have seen in cases of prediabetes, we can reverse prediabetes if they maintain a regimented diet, and it can reverse that condition. Now, with regard to athletics, we're seeing something very similar in that we also know that the hydrogen-rich water, because it functions as a very powerful antioxidant and has some degree of acid-alkaline suppression kind of capabilities in the athletic population, we're seeing that it actually reduces lactic acid accumulation. So that allows the muscles to run longer and stronger.
Right. So I have a question. How long will the hydrogen gas stay in the water? Can you pack water for 2 weeks to go on a long camping type trip, or is it something that you have to keep like just over the course of a few days?
Yeah, that's a really good question too, and it's actually not very long lived. So this is why we have to have machinery to make it on a regular basis. And we know that hydrogen, it can be slightly stabilized in water for several hours. So after production, it will remain dissolved in solution for about 4 hours. And then after that, it begins off-gassing or it begins evaporating. And we know from the laboratory studies that after about 24 hours, it's about half of what it is at saturation. And then after 48 hours, the water is back to equilibrium, which is basically a scientific term for saying all the gas is gone and it's lost a lot of its therapeutic value.
Okay, good information. Thanks, Nate. That was Nate Darnell from Diabetes Support Services, and I'm Gabe Johansson with Live Nutritious Fitness. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.